if Cable Bahamas has its way, then you will have to pay a little more for basic service. The utilities regulator announced today that the sole cable provider has made an application to increase its fees. Andrew Knowles took to the streets to get some feedback.
Renato Simonet and Ronald Johnson are irate over Cable Bahamas' proposed rate increase of $8 for its basic cable television services.
I think that's ridiculous because the economy, they think slow, you know, and everything going up. And $8, I mean, $8 mightn't sound much for one person, right? But if 100,000 people put $8, that's a lot of money.
I think that's robbery. If I'll say you do it, if they're giving you more pictures, more movie or more channels on, but you still paying $38 for the same channel? That's out of order.
But not everyone shares their view.
A lot of people in Nassau especially are hooked up with cable, and yes, I'm for that. If it's from 1995, and if it's to do with Cable Bahamas, I'm sure it's something that makes a lot of sense.
If they can give you a rational explanation as to why they're doing it, I don't have no problem with it.
Since Super Basic Cable TV is regulated by URCA, Cable Bahamas has to obtain written approval before it can make any price changes. Cable Bahamas submitted an application on December 1st of last year for a 27% increase in the monthly charge. That would mean residential customers would pay $8 per month more on their cable bill, while commercial customers would dish out $13.50 more. The current charges of $30 for residential and $50 for commercial customers has not changed in 17 years. But before URCA makes any decision, Chief Executive Officer Kathleen Smith says it wants to hear from consumers.
URCA has a duty to consult on matters that are of public significance, and URCA deems this application for a price increase by Cable Bahamas to be a matter of public significance. Therefore, URCA has to allow persons with sufficient interest or whose interest may be materially adversely affected by any regulatory measure to be issued by URCA an opportunity to comment on the proposed regulatory measure.
URCA's Director of Policy and Regulation, Stephen Burrow, says the cable services provider indicated that programming costs have increased significantly over the years, and that's why Cable Bahamas is asking for the rate hike.
URCA is convinced, therefore, that its consideration of any proposed price increase in the current Rev TV Prime or Super Basic price must have regard to the likely potential impact of the increase on vulnerable customers. And in this regard, URCA is committed to working with all stakeholders to ensure that the best interests of the public in the Bahamas are served.
Now, URCA will be hosting several town hall meetings and public forums over the next few weeks. The first is scheduled to take place next week, Tuesday, September 11th at 6:30 p.m. at the Holy Cross Anglican Church Hall. Andrew Knowles, ZNS News.